Good morning, students. So today we are going to discuss standard hydrogen electrode, its construction and its functioning, and how it can be used for measurement of electrode potential of other half cells. Okay. So now first of all, how to determine the cell potential of a half cell? Okay. Now see, we know that for any individual half cell, we cannot determine the potential alone. Means if we are having just a single half cell, then we cannot determine its electrode potential. But how can we determine? We can determine if we take two half cells, then their difference in potential can be determined. Okay. Now for this reason, what we do, we take a particular cell as reference cell, okay, for which we consider certain value, and then we combine all other half cells with that, and then the difference is calculated and we can determine the value of half cell. Okay. Now a half cell called standard hydrogen electrode, which is represented by this. Okay, this is used for determining cell potential of various half cells. Half cell, you know what is a half cell? When certain metal rod is dissolved in ions of its own solution, then it is termed as half cell. Okay, so this is how we are going to use SHE. Now how it is constructed? First of all, standard hydrogen electrode consists of a platinum electrode. There is a platinum electrode, okay, coated with platinum black. Okay, this electrode is dipped in an acidic solution. The concentration of solution is taken as 1 molar. Okay, so this value is fixed. Now we bubble hydrogen gas from one end at a pressure 1 bar or 1 atmospheric, one and same thing. Okay, so what are the conditions? We have to take, for standard hydrogen electrode, we have to take acidic solution having concentration 1 molar. Generally we take 1 molar HCl solution. Okay, and we bubble hydrogen gas from one end, and then there is a reaction, certain reaction occurs. It depends on with which half cell it is connected. So on the basis of that, either oxidation will occur or a reduction will occur. Okay, now see, this is the diagram of standard hydrogen electrode. This is a platinum wire, this is a platinum electrode, this electrode is coated with platinum black. Now this is a glass covering, this is the glass covering, and this is inlet from the top. From here we can connect it with other half cell. Okay, now this is the solution in which concentration is 1 molar. This is 1 molar hydrochloric acid solution. Okay, now when we are passing pure hydrogen gas, then pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure. So whenever this thing occurs, whenever we connect it with any other half cell, then either oxidation occurs in this cell or a reduction occurs in this cell. So it means this half cell can act as anode as well as cathode. It depends on the other half cell how this is going to react or act. Now by convention, what is taken as the cell potential of this half cell is taken as 0 volt. Okay, and all other values which are measured by using this, they are termed as referenced to SHE. Referenced to SHE means that in relation with SHE those values have been determined. Okay, for SHE the value is taken as 0, and by connecting with this half cell we can find out the value of electrode potential for other half cell. Now this is the reaction. Now this reaction indicates a reduction of H positive ion. Okay, so this will occur if it acts as reduction half cell or if it acts as cathode, and a reverse reaction will occur if it acts as cathode. Then oxidation will occur, means hydrogen will change into H positive ions. Okay. Now if we have maintained temperature 298 Kelvin, it is known as room temperature. Actually 25 degrees Celsius is called room temperature. So 25 degrees Celsius means 298 Kelvin. So the cell can be represented like this. When we are connecting a half cell with this, then it will be represented like this. These double parallel lines means salt bridge. So left side it is SHE, right side it is half cell, for which reduction potential value is to be determined. By convention, what we do, we write oxidation half cell on the left side and reduction half cell on the right side, okay, separated by this salt bridge. Okay, so we have written like this. Now when we do so, then reduction potential of the other half cell will be calculated on the basis of this. Now how to use the formula? See, when we will connect such electrochemical cell, when we will form such electrochemical cell, then EMF of the cell will be given by this much. This is EMF of the cell. Okay. Now from the definition we know that EMF of the cell is standard reduction potential of the right cell minus standard reduction potential of the left cell. Okay. So now in left side we have taken SHE, for which this value is 0, and this is the value which we will find on the voltmeter. Okay, so this value will be with us, this value is known to us, so this can be calculated. So whatever value we find there on the voltmeter, that becomes the reduction potential value of the half cell. Now see, we are using a word standard electrode potential. So standard electrode potential means that whichever half cell we have taken which is connected with SHE, that should also have standard conditions. What are standard conditions? Temperature should be 298 Kelvin, which will be there because both will be at the same temperature, and pressure will be 1 atmospheric or 1 bar, one and same thing, and concentration of the solution should be 1 molar. So whichever half cell we have taken, if these conditions are met with that particular half cell, then we will get this value. Okay, and that value will be termed as standard reduction potential value of the half cell. Okay, now let us take these two examples. First of all, we took copper half cell, we connected it with SHE. Now see, SHE, how we have written? Hydrogen is a gas which is being entered from top inlet. Okay, now whatever change occurs in hydrogen, whether it is reduction or it is oxidation, then it needs a surface. So platinum foil which is connected, which is coated with platinum black, that provides the surface for its reaction, whether it is oxidation or reduction. So here it is written on the left side, so it means it will undergo, it is acting as anode and there will be oxidation process. Okay, so this will change into this. Okay, now when we do that, EMF value is found to be this much, and when we will calculate it, then what we can determine, the standard electrode potential of this half cell is equal to plus 0.34 volt. Okay, similarly if we connect zinc half cell, then value will be minus 0.76 volt. Okay, now what do these positive and negative values mean? What is the meaning? Let us discuss. The positive value of standard electrode potential in the first case, means in case of copper we are getting positive value. So what does it mean? It means that copper ions get reduced more easily than H positive ions. Okay, and reverse process cannot occur. Okay, so sometimes we are asked, can copper liberate hydrogen gas from HCl or no? So if that is to be done, then what should happen? Then there must be reduction in H positive ions, but reduction in H positive ions is not possible when it is connected with copper half cell. So what we can say, that copper does not dissolve in hydrochloric acid. Okay, similarly, when we are getting negative value, okay, then it means the reverse. Here what was the case, that hydrogen will undergo oxidation and copper will undergo reduction. But in case of zinc, what will happen? Zinc will undergo oxidation and hydrogen will undergo reduction. Okay, so this is what we come to know from the positive and negative values. Now see, this is the example which we have taken. Now we have connected zinc half cell and this is copper half cell. Okay, now for individual half cells we know the standard reduction potential values. Okay, now when we have connected, then whatever value we are getting here, that value is EMF of this whole cell. This is a cell, EMF of whole cell is 1.10 volt. Okay, now we know that EMF is calculated by E right minus E left. Okay, that is in the next slide it is written. So here let us think this much, that this half cell is copper half cell, and for this value of standard reduction potential is plus 0.34 volt, and this is zinc half cell. For this standard reduction potential value is this much. Okay, now they give EMF value when they are connected like this. They are connected like this means when this acts as cathode and this acts as anode, or it is reduction half cell and this is oxidation half cell, then this thing is possible. So when we do so, then cell potential can be calculated by this formula, which we know that E naught cell is equal to E naught right minus E naught left. So right side value of reduction potential is this much, left side value is this much. So we get the overall cell potential value or overall EMF of the cell as this much, 1.10 volt. Okay, now this is the chart which we have obtained by connecting large number of half cells with SHE. So when we do so, we are getting maximum value of plus 2.87 volt when fluorine element is there. Okay, and we are getting least value for lithium, it is minus 3.05, and this we have taken as standard. With reference to this we have collected these values. Okay, now these values are of very much importance. So many types of questions are there on the basis of this. So here we will be discussing oxidizing nature and reducing nature. Okay, now we know what is oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent is a substance which can oxidize others and itself can undergo reduction easily. Similarly, a reducing agent is a substance which can reduce others and can undergo oxidation easily. So from these values, what we can say, the strongest oxidizer is that which is having more positive value. Or out of this table if we see, then fluorine has maximum value of standard reduction potential, so it is strongest oxidizing agent. Okay, similarly reverse is the case for reducing agent. Okay, so lithium has minimum value of standard reduction potential, so it acts as strongest reducing agent. Okay, So this is what we can understand from the series. Now on the basis of this, we have discussed standard hydrogen electrode, its construction, its functioning, and how we can calculate the half cell potentials of other half cells by using SHE as standard, okay, as a reference. So on the basis of this, you have to solve these home assignments. Okay, thank you.